kindergartners! Today I wanted to share something with you guys that I think you guys have already seen in my classroom. It's this right here. Does it look familiar? Yeah, it's my orange tree, but I don't think I ever actually told you guys how I got this orange tree. So during the school year, I teach little boys and girls like you their letters and their numbers and how to read and write. But on the weekends, I teach dance. And this song you hear in the background is the song that I taught my group of girls, and it is about the flowers of the orange tree. And if you look really closely right here, you can see these little white buds are soon going to open up and turn into beautiful white flowers. And once that flower is all done, it turns into a little green orange. And as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, they turn orange. Now, to say thank you, one of my kiddos actually got me this orange tree when it was much, much smaller and it didn't have any oranges on it. And because it is so important to me, I've taken care of it and I've made sure it stayed safe. And now it's starting to grow big and tall and it's starting to make its own oranges. So this tree always reminds me of dancing and having a good time and all those girls who learned about the Tahitian culture and the Tahitian dance on my Saturday classes. So all this new learning about trees really got me thinking about how important trees are and how sometimes they can remind us of really special memories or really important times in our life. And that kind of got me thinking about this book right here. This book is called The Kukui Tree. And a kukui tree is a tree that we have in Hawaii, and it has big nuts on it. And the nuts are the tree seeds. And the nuts can be light like this. See how big they are? They can be dark, like this. Or sometimes they can even be black, like this. Now what's special about these tree seeds right here is that they're really oily on the inside. And what we do is we take that oil out, and if you put fire on it, it actually kind of makes kind of like a candle. So we call the kukui tree the tree of light. Okay, this book is about the kukui tree and these two kind of silly friends. I would never think that a bird and a seal could be friends, but look, looks like we have those two friends on this book. So we're going to read this book and we're going to think about what special memory does this kukui nut tree have for these two friends, okay? The kukui tree. On the island of Kauai, where the water meets the land, a wet and shiny monk seal was resting on the sand. He settled himself on the perfect spot, prepared to take a nap, but just before he fell asleep, he felt a lightweight tap. An uh-oh bird was at his side. "Do you want to play? Wouldn't you rather have some fun than waste the day away?" "By the way," the uh-oh said, "my friends all call me Koa. My home is in the swamp up north. Maybe someday I'll show ya." "Hello, my name is Hilo," said the monk seal. "This is my home, Shipwreck Beach, and sometimes I'm out to sea, where only your eyes can reach." They took off to the northwest coast and were taken by surprise when Koa spotted something he could not believe his eyes. Just above the canopy, where the treetops touched the sky, a heavy rope was stretched way out to the forest's other side. I wonder where that rope is leading to. Koa fluttered higher to get a look around, then started doing somersaults and jumping up and down. He'd been waiting his whole life to ride a zip line over land. He turned to Hilo with a smile and took him by the hand. "Oh, no," said Hilo fearfully. "You're not getting me on that." He backed himself a few short steps, and on the ground he sat. "Hilo," begged Koa, "can't you at least give it a try? You never know, you just might like zipping through the sky." Do you think Hilo's gonna go on the zip line? Let's see. "A little courage is all you need when trying something new. Close your eyes, think happy thoughts, that's all you have to do." And soon the quiet sky was filled with happy laughter as Koa came zipping by and Hilo shortly after. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh was being such a good friend by giving Hilo some courage to try something new. The next morning, Koa said, "I've got a new place to explore, a town called Hanapepe. It's just minutes up the shore." So off they went, and Koa was right. The town was the place to be, with shoreline shops and restaurants and other things to see. As the sun was just about to set, they departed for the day. Koa headed to the northern skies, and Hilo for the bay. Oh, look at that piggy. As Hilo headed for his home, he saw a giant sign. It read, "Special seeds for sale and only for a short time." "What makes them so special?" Hilo asked, for he really wanted to know. The owner explained, "From these seeds, my friend, a kukui tree will grow. The kukui tree represents light, you see, and whether it's night or day, you will never be in darkness if your light shows you the way." Hilo thought of Koa and his special light, for Koa had led the way and had found the words to build him up when he wanted to walk away. Oh, so his friend Koa is kind of like his special light. Hilo said, "What a perfect gift to give to my best friend." A very special thank you was the message it would send. He bought the seeds and opened up the knapsack on his back and carefully placed the seeds inside and tightened up each strap. He took off to the water and continued on his way, but discovered something terrible when he finally reached the bay. The special seeds were missing, and upon careful review, he saw a hole in his knapsack where they must have fallen through. Oh no, the special seeds are gone? He persevered. He did not give up. He searched both high and low, but finally called off the search when there was nowhere left to go. During a nap, he felt a tap, just like the day they met. "There's a party in Hanapepe," whispered Koa, "and I hear it's the best one yet." I wonder if Hilo's still feeling kind of sad that he lost Koa's gift. When they arrived at the party, it was a wonderful sight. The limbo lines were dancing vines and dancing vines at every left and right. Hilo joined a group of friends and danced the hokey pokey, while Koa climbed onto the stage and did some karaoke. Just as the music was getting louder and the dancing was frenzied and faster, an alarming noise turned everything into panic and disaster. A siren was shrieking as a warning sign for all. A hurricane was closing in and about to make landfall. The two slapped a high five and quickly said goodbye. Then Hilo headed for the shore and Koa for the sky. When Hilo woke the next morning, he went out to walk around to see if the hurricane had done damage to his town. The hurricane had changed directions since the warning had come forth, and instead of hitting Hanapepe town, it shifted to the north. Oh man, that's where Koa lives. Hilo just stood there looking, not knowing what to do, when a messenger bird showed up and said, "I have a telegram for you." Hilo did not want to read it, afraid of what it would say, but he took a deep breath and continued, and wiped a tear away. "Dear friend, my name is Lele. I am Koa's cousin. The hurricane blasted through our swamp last night and killed at least a dozen. I'm afraid your best friend Koa did not make it through the night. Many were just too unprepared for the hurricane's deadly fight. I'm sorry that I bring you such devastating news. Anyone who knows Koa knows he did not deserve to lose." Hilo crumpled up the note and threw it on the floor. "But I was just with Koa," he yelled, "a few short hours ago." Oh man. He cried himself to sleep that night and hardly slept a wink. "I've lost my best friend forever," was all that he could think. While moping along the beach one day, something slowed his stride. It was a heavy piece of rope that was brought up by the tide. It reminded him of that special day when they went flying through the air, and how he found the courage to overcome his scare. And then Hilo asked himself, if Koa were here today, would he want me just lying around and wasting away the day? A little courage is all you need when trying something new. I'll close my eyes and think happy thoughts. That's all I have to do. It looks like he's remembering his best friend when they went ziplining, and he's kind of also remembering his best friend's words. Hilo found 2 pieces of driftwood sticks and made a little cross. He tied the sticks together with a heavy piece of moss. He added some shells from the shores of Hanapepe town and tightly tied his masterpiece with a rope that he had found. On a beach in Hanapepe, with a masterpiece in hand, he cleared away a special spot and placed it in the sand. Hilo sought new adventures, even if a little wary, and thought of Koa every time and conquered something scary. Days and weeks and months went by until Hilo decided one day to go and revisit the special spot on the shores of Hanapepe. When the young monk seal was almost there, he was taken by surprise, and as he got right up to it, he could not believe his eyes. The special cross was still right there, just as he had hoped it would be, but growing right beside it was a small kukui tree. See a little kukui tree? Wow! So it's almost like his little friend is there, huh? So it sounds like the kukui tree reminds Hilo of his best friend and all of the good memories they have together. Now I want to hear your opinion. Remember, an opinion is something that we think, so each person can have their own different opinion, and that's okay. I want to hear your opinion on this. Can a tree be special to somebody? Think about that again. Ready? Can a tree be special to somebody? Yes or no? Tell me what you think, and remember, tell me why.